You have some of these water and sewage employees living in these communities where they are facing these issues and they refuse to do or say anything about what's going on. And that's the problem. We need more persons who are concerned about what's happening in our various communities, especially with these industries or agencies, sorry. Our infrastructural, our utility companies are failing us. Our utility infrastructures are falling apart. One day there ain't no water, the next day there ain't no light. One day, well, and the telephone said, "Well, you put me, BTC just got to hell." It's a disaster. How are you supposed to make it in this country? In a modern day, 52-year-old country where everything is supposedly modernized and we have the ability to provide the systems and services. We want to talk and act like we so advanced, but for foolishness we advance, but when it's time to keep up with what is relevant, we can't keep up. Make that make sense. Just right now, it don't make sense. Huh? Anyhow, let's move on. The by-election is on November 24th in Golden Isles. We have 4 candidates who are going to be running in that by-election. Darren Pickstock is carrying the banner for the PLP. Brian Brown is carrying the banner for the FNM. Brian Rule is carrying the banner for COI. And Kim Butler is an independent candidate who's running in that area. Kim Butler, I understand, was a former Free National Movement supporter. I don't know if she was a Free National Movement candidate, but yeah, she was a former Free National Movement supporter. And so it is interesting to see, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We're going to be following it. Now, of course, there was speculation that the Free National Movement did not want to run anybody in there. As a matter of fact, Michael Pintard did publicly call on the government to move forward with a general election. I don't know if that was a political ploy or it was because he was afraid that he would get cut behind in the by-election, and so, or he didn't have sufficient money to go to a by-election and then a general election. Now, Michael Pintard has dispelled those rumors by putting a candidate forward in the person of Brian Brown. And so this race is heating up. I was looking forward to seeing somebody from the DNA, since I understand that they're trying to get back on their feet, but I guess they were unable to get a candidate ready for this particular event. And so it's going to be an interesting election, and we're going to watch how it goes. And I believe that there are going to be parties, that the political parties are going to use this as a gauge to structure how they prepare for the general election, because it will give them an idea of what they need to fix, what they need to tweak, what they need to pull together, where they need to pull their socks up. And so they'll use it as an evaluation. I'll say this for the by-election. The only team going into this race now with something to prove is COI. Well, no, I lie. The PLP has to show that they have the ability to win this one, and they're more than likely going to win. They have the power of the government, the money from the government, and they're spending all kinds of things. They're spending money. See, I'll say this for Golden Eyes.